It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 741.
What's happening, guys? What's going on? It's a big day. Real big day.
Big day.
Really, you feeling it?
Well, some big changes have happened overnight. 11:59 p.m. last night, which if you acted on what you're allowed to do now at 11:59, you'd be a creep because they opened up playgrounds, and I don't know who's at a playground at 11:59 p.m. But Bodie and I am picking him up early today, and we're going straight to the playground.
Do you think everyone's going to be doing it?
I saw people yesterday doing it, and I was like, but yeah, early. So I mean, a lot of kids go early to the park. I'm waiting to sort of that, 3 p.m. pickup. Hopefully it's not too crowded, as you say, Josh, because it could be. It could just be lines out the door.
Look, I don't want to sound ungrateful.
Yeah.
However,
what's happened?
I fucking hate being back at the office. I'm done. Day 2. Any thought that you have, if you were working from home right now and you think that you're looking forward to getting back to the office, you're not. It's a complete, it's fucked how our brains work, isn't it? Oh, I'm hating this.
What is it for you? Let's work it. Let's work it out.
I'm worried.
It's the people. I love George. I love Harry. I love everyone. But there's an intensity.
We didn't get a mention, Sevs. We didn't get a mention on that.
So you haven't been in the office, or you've been in a little bit. But I think it's not like I can't just get into my zone and do my thing. There's a million things happening, and you just when you're in the space, all you see is the shit that needs to get done. Yeah,
there is something. I mean, yesterday's TJ Daily, there was my home setup, and it's not cluttered. It's simple, and I get what you're saying, Josh. Like I feel it internally because we're in a state of needing to sort of do upgrades or sort of move shit around and we pulled everything out of there to come home, and now it's a matter of going back. And so
here's one thing. So for instance, being in the office, you just see annoying shit. So George has a computer set up, right, that shows all of us. It's this it's a beautiful thing I've created, right? He's got a screensaver that goes on every 5 minutes. Rather than fucking turning that off, he panics every time and goes over to the computer, and you'll see his hand move to turn.
I wait until it's not on me, and then I do it.
Well, I see it in my periphery, and it's just George is clearly not just turned off his fucking screensaver. And so,
well, I think we give out. So what we do is we in our own setup. Hopefully, you're removing any of that stuff. And so you're only left with stuff that doesn't really fluster you. But then when you go to the office, there's external challenges. You've got your own internal stuff going on at home, but you're managing it by yourself. When you're at the office, there's other people, how they're feeling, what they've been doing, what their actions and how it impacts you. And so there's so many more things to consider. Yeah. It is because then it's how are you dealing with those things? And it sounds like it ain't too good at this point.
No, I don't have time for it.
Well, I'm getting upgrades. I came in this morning. This is how. Sorry, Sevs. This is how dire it got. Yesterday, there was a cookie jar with 2 cookies from Show Baker, which had been in there for 3 weeks, and probably shouldn't have been eaten. They were gone this morning when I got in. So that shit has hit the fan.
I couldn't tell.
And you knew.
I
knew how old they were.
I knew, but I thought, if you've got enough sugar in these things, surely it will be okay.
It'll preserve itself.
It's like the Anzac business.
Yeah. But, I mean, everything from... I'm reminded that my fucking AirPods don't work properly. And so I was listening to Pete Murray through one ear, the left ear, for most of the walk. No. You called me.
And
the right side on the... What was
the right side's where Hoddle Street is as well. So you've got the cars just coming. Oh, it's so annoying.
And so, no, that's actually wrong.
What do you mean? Your left side.
Where you can walk on either side.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Other side of the road.
Going with the flow of traffic.
Sorry.
Josh breaks the rules. He goes the other side.
Yeah, no. So I was on my side. Anyway, so I don't want to sound ungrateful, but not loving it.
Oh, mate,
So
it goes both ways.
This
Oh,
needs,
here we go.
All I'm trying to do is
because George.
yeah.
Go George.
Oh no,
It's all you.
it's just hard to work with someone right next to you. This is why I need my voiceover booth, because usually I'd come in on a Tuesday and I'd write out the whole script and I'd record everything, and then now it's just like I feel like I'm just half doing it. So, I need to get used to that.
Well,
I'm loving your gloves, by the way.
Ah, thanks.
Fingerless, okay. Yeah, well, I sent Happy Harry upstairs with the because I was like, you know what, like I could sense George needs his time, so we need to create separation. But the thing is, Happy Harry then needed to find all the different cables that went with the mixer that he took upstairs, and so there was this morning has been me working out whether I tell Harry where the cable is or let him find it himself. And I don't know whether I did the right thing because I end up saying it's just there. So I feel like, anyway, it's.
You should have told him if you knew from the very beginning.
Well, no, I didn't know what he wasn't. He didn't ask. So like, I appreciate when someone says, "Hey, do you know where this is?" But if someone's giving it, when sometimes they give off signals like, "Oh, where is it? Oh, I don't know where could it possibly be?" And it's like next to you. Unless there's the direct ask, I'm like, I'm not going to intrude because I'm trying to do my own shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just say, mate's right there. I think I'd jump in.
I've tried every approach with the cable. The cables. We had XLR, we had USB, we had adapters, and then I gave him the USB adapter, but no, he needed the Ethernet adapter. And by the end of it, you say, okay, maybe I should just do it. And I know that's not effective.
There's two things here.
Yeah.
So one of them is tech troubles or tech issues or tech troubleshooting. So that's the first thing. And then there's other humans that are experiencing and not understanding those tech problems. Mm-hmm. Because at home it's been JJ's tech problems and JJ solving the problems. Mm-hmm. Where I know from you the disappointment in the others around you when they don't understand some basic tech things. And so, because I've been on the firing line of that, because I mostly don't get it. Secondly,
he wants to defend.
Here we go.
Hang on, he's pissed. Harry's pissed. He's just kicked Josh off.
I'm sitting up there listening to all this bullshit. To be honest, this office is a complete and utter pigsty. And you've got black cables everywhere and you can't see shit. So here I am going, oh, where's this yours? And I wear glasses, and so it's hard for me to see shit anyway. And then I'm pulling things and it's dark and it's... And then here he is going, oh, it's right there. It's like it was right in front of my eyes. I admit that. But...
Yeah, I love that.
I've got another gripe, actually.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Josh.
I came in this morning. The show's over. Yeah. I came in this morning. Dishes are everywhere.
Oh no!
I had to chase the garbage man down the road with my bin because JJ just put it out last night.
Oh no!
So I'll tell you what else JJ did while we're dishing dirt on JJ.
Great. Here we go.
I walked into Bree and Josh's house yesterday, was it? Yeah, yesterday. And about a month ago, Josh made two commitments. One, he's not going to drink not going to drink coffee. And two, he's going to be the chores guy. Bree's not going to do any chores. I walked in, Josh is sitting at the dinner table, drinking a coffee in a takeaway cup while Bree was emptying the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Oof. If anything, he's on brand. So his heart rate's probably through the roof. Give him his headphones back. And now... He will defend it because that's the guy he is. What is the defense to any of those
it's all
ludicrous claims?
It's all bullshit. The thing is, the reason why I have rubbish is because when you're staying back after 8 o'clock, you forget some things. That's all I got.
Did you have a good dinner?
I get it. I did see the dishes today. I thought they were George's dishes, to be honest. No. I was like, wow, George is really sort of...
No, I mean, this is the bullshit thing about the whole... So I was very okay when it comes to doing stuff late, like in the evenings, when it comes to like when you're working from home. And so I committed to do Crystal Andrews' new podcast as a guest, and I picked 7 p.m. And you pick 7 p.m. when you're working from home because it's perfect. You can sort of have dinner, get comfortable, reset. But being at the office is a clusterfuck because you're then, like, everything is at the office, and so you're staying back late, and so you're eating at the office. Don't want to sound ungrateful, but
I get it.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
I think it's the most ungrateful person to ever just state that I don't want to sound ungrateful about 5 times. It's fine. I want to work this out though. So in a perfect world, what are just some, don't worry about other people. Just think about yourself, JJ. What is it that could assist in this being, workable in the future?
I mean, the thing with the mess,
where's
the fucking mess come from? They're all boxes that Harry brought. So I mean, it's a bit rich to bring the mess and then throw your hands up and say that it's that you've walked in. When we walked into the office, Georgie boy, in his defence, has done a great job keeping a very clean ship. And what I was, what I was hoping is, Happy Harry's meant to be the clean one. He's if there's any brand value, it's keeping things clean. And the other thing, I asked him
the title of head of sanitisation.
Well, I asked him to if he could clean the mixer, and what he was doing was the sanitizer, like what are they called? Like the cloth type things that the wipes. So he's getting the wipes, and they have a fair bit of liquid, and so he was wringing them out onto the carpet before wiping down the mixer.
Like, well, at least he didn't do it over the mixer.
Whatever's coming out of it is antibacterial. It would be killing anything.
But I just feel like you would do it into a sink.
But aside from the specific things like boxes and shit everywhere, what is it? How do we get it JJ friendly? Because it is. So
I would like so at the moment there's a lot of rattling. I want to stop. I was thinking about how we could put something on the floor, like bigger piece, like maybe like a floating floor or something that would then create so that it doesn't feel like a fucking cubby house. So when we walk, all the cameras don't shake.
No fix it. That's not happening.
So that's one.
Not with. No, it's the
that's outrageous.
It's the build. We need to rebuild the studio. We need to redo the flooring, put a slab in underneath us.
I think like just getting it. Yeah, we just need all the boxes and stuff need to go upstairs. We need the studio clean. We need a spot for the PC so it's not under my legs where I can kick it. We need to...
Do we need a studio manager? Do we need to put the call out to the Gronk Squad for a full-time studio manager?
Well, because I thought Happy Harry... Do you remember we spoke about this maybe 6 months ago where we're like, wouldn't it be great to have Happy Harry where he's managing the studio? He can't find a USB cable that was in the exact spot that he left it. And he needs
a formal agreement. He wants PAYG.
He runs down the stairs too fast. And the other thing too...
He's going to go through the window.
He's going to go through the window.
Oh, we can't have that.
And then the other thing too... He did exactly what 97 does, which is a pet peeve. We're upstairs.
What does he do?
Right? So we're upstairs, and I hear, "Oh no! Oh no!" And I was like,
I was there for
the
that.
last time I fucking heard that, Dill had to go to emergency. Right?
He cut his finger off.
Happy Harry had just told me a story 5 hours earlier that he has been electric shocked twice by trying to make repairs to power outlets. This guy is a loose unit, and so I hear a scream, and I think, he's fucking dead. This is a fucking nightmare. What does this mean to the show? What does this mean to the business? He's fucking dead.
Yeah. He's a liability. No, so what we're looking for, reading between the lines, we need someone that has their own insurance.
Just to be clear, it was just an HDMI. He fucked an HDMI cable, which is fine. But the scream was like the worst thing that ever happened. Like,
No, I get it.
It was pretty full on. I was there. I did hear it. No, and so we need... I think it has to be someone is head of studio. They need to be cleaning. They need to be making sure it's tidy, not cables around, and just on it all the time. If you want to, and you are up for doing something like that, hi at thedailytalkshow.com. We're looking, because it's make or break for us, guys. This is make or break.
And the other thing, maybe it's like a lack of empathy, because I'm not getting the time with Sevs. He's not FaceTiming at all. I don't know what he's doing. But then you hear him, him on the radio. You hear him on the radio, and you just get this sense that it's become the fucking Mr. 97 show. And he's out doing shit. He's just fucking building his profile. He wrote a blog, and you can't help but think this is like he's... How much is it going to have 97 wrapped up amongst it? It feels like a personal brand building exercise on our time.
Next, the Instagram account passwords changed. We don't have it. He's locked us out.
I've actually just changed the name of it to Mr. 97.
I put up two throwbacks on Insta stories. One of TJ, Reese and I, and then one that involved Sevs. And sure enough, Sevs is, geez, that's funny. Like anything that involves Sevs is now, the funniest thing that he's ever seen. I'm sick of it.
The problem, JJ, the problem is we only have his parents to blame, and not his
support.
Mother and father, as in you and I. It is really, it's that vibe.
It's what
that
happens,
vibe,
isn't it? We've lost control. And
lost control of the teenager.
Mm-hmm.
He's 20.
Do you want to hear the 2-minute talk break with Sevs on Jase PJ?
Yes,
mate. Yeah, 100%. First radio debut. Okay. On Jase.
Now, I didn't ask him, but he filmed his end, thinking like, this will be a great snippet. He's
definitely.
He's prepared it all.
I got up on the C200, everything.
He's been hounding me, can you ask Franco for the other shots? And I said, hey, Franco's got the day off. He said, we can do it Wednesday.
He'll be posting throwbacks for the first time when it's his content.
Okay, right, here we go. This is from the earlier this morning on Melbourne Breakfast Radio with Jase PJ.
But 131065 to give us a call. Have you not physically met your partner? Actually, a friend of the show, Mason. You have got a partner. How long have you guys been going out for?
A month and a bit now.
Okay.
Right. Now, Mason works on a podcast, The Daily Talk Show. G'day, Mace. Welcome to the show.
How you going?
Now, you started dating a girl that was listening to your podcast. Is that right?
Yeah, so, earlier this year, I met this amazing girl. She lives in Perth.
Yeah.
And she's been following the podcast for probably about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And we've been dating for a month and a bit now. Never met each other, just a lot of FaceTime calls.
Wow. And then is there plans to meet up after ISO and this whole thing gets lifted?
Yeah, well, so the plan is she's going to come to Melbourne in the next month. So WA's got a lockdowns, but she's coming to Melbourne.
What are you going to do for that first meeting?
Is it don't go into too much detail.
No. But have you planned it? Like, are you going to put on a dinner? Are you going to meet at a park? Where do you go?
Well, the first part is getting to the airport and picking her up when she arrives, because I don't have my license yet. So I still got to figure that out.
Oh no!
Oh God! You hope the Uber driver doesn't kill the mood.
Are you going to do a sign, Mason?
Sign and flowers?
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Yeah, I think that's a bit cheap.
You just don't want to come across too intense for that first meeting.
Hey, Mace, do you think it's easier having a relationship this way? Like, obviously, you guys chat on the phone for hours and hours. Would you say you know her from a friendship level first quite well?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think because you're just spending so much time just talking to each other, you build a sort of solid foundation when it comes to knowing everything about each other. So
I did suggest I'm like in your podcast, record it at the airport. Yep, nothing like welcome to Melbourne. Can you just put this little lapel mic on and then we'll see how this relationship goes. All right, buddy. We'll leave you to it. Cheers.
I don't know if you need.
Few dot points, JJ.
Do you want you go first?
Well, I'll just do positive. Positive first, he came across useless, not having his license. Negative, probably 20 seconds in, he said he didn't correct Jase when he said your podcast. So I'm a bit disappointed about that. It's not your podcast.
Yeah,
you're down the bottom of the screen, bitch.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't get over the bit where it's like it's a phone chat. The guy gets his microphone, he gets his headphones, he gets his lighting set up. It's
all dialed in.
It's pretty obnoxious. Is it true? What did Alex say when you called?
Oh, he asked what phone it was because it sounded so good.
Yeah, they had to put a telephone filter on it because it was too good.
Yeah. He asked for an ISDN line. They wouldn't give it to him.
He wanted the street team at his joint.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, satellite out the front of his joint. Yeah. Or did you? I'm surprised you didn't rock up knocking on the door thinking it was an in-studio. It's so obnoxious.
It's so good. How did you feel though, Sevs, after it? Were you panicking? Do you remember what you even said?
Yeah, I mean, I was more nervous in the build-up, to be honest, and then when it actually happened, it was great. It felt good.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I listened on the Google Home. I actually woke up at 7 a.m. just waiting. And, it's funny. The delay is interesting because it's like he was still on the air and then he started FaceTiming whilst he was talking. And I was like, is he accidentally is this going to fuck up the call? And clearly I'm a bit dumb. He's like, just got off, feeling pumped. So that's good. I mean, I don't know. What day are we on the beard front?
Oh, I don't know. We must be like, I don't know, 12, 13? 13 days? 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks.
It has given you a jawline, to be honest. Like, it makes you look at your sort of chin a bit more and sort of shooting up the... Yeah, I think it's working. But it doesn't come without this overconfidence, arrogance. So, we're going to live with both.
Then he messages me. He says, some exciting news. And it's like a classic style where he doesn't reveal everything. So he's doing it in dot points. So I was like, okay, here we go. He says, can I say this, by the way? Sam, is this okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Grace is moving to Melbourne and she is coming on the 21st of June.
Holy shizzer. This is exciting.
Locked in. It's happening.
And so the thing was, exciting. So my instinct was looking at the calendar. I said, what time does she get in? He says, around 6:30. I said, so she could be in studio on the 22nd, the Monday, because it's a Monday. That's perfect. And then he threw one of the most unexpected requests I've ever heard. And so when I said, hey, can she come into the studio on the 22nd, what did you say?
Well, I want to take annual leave.
This kid wants to take annual leave. Everything we've done.
What are we running at
during a pandemic? He's taking annual leave.
Just the whole week.
He wants a whole so this is. Yeah, I don't know how to take the whole thing. I mean, I've never been asked something so obnoxious before. Asking just via text message annual leave for everything we've done for you. And so you want the entire week off. What happens with the whole show?
Hey, Sebs, does she have to quarantine?
There's a base camp
because she's flying. No. Is she quarantining?
No, there's nothing. You don't need anything coming into Victoria.
Okay, great. But she will after the time she spends with you, mate. There's the need for isolation after that.
And so that is, in all seriousness, it is very exciting.
It's very exciting.
How are you feeling, Sebs?
Annoying, but...
I'm so excited. I mean, I reckon I'm buzzing today, just like 100. So,
really?
Yeah.
How much of it was being on FM versus your girlfriend coming to Melbourne?
I've probably added 10% being on FM. Yeah.
I mean, I called you today, Sebs, and I thought usually like how you answer, it was very just like real, bit of real manly. I felt
Really?
it. I'm feeling I'm feeling the change.
I was focusing. I was trying to focus on something, but
On what?
Yeah.
oh, just putting that little clip together. I just had to. I just needed to grade all of it, you know.
It actually makes it even funnier when you see the original one that you sent me. So he sent me an example of. Did you Slack it to me or text it to me, Seb? Just to make my life easier.
Oh no, I didn't even. No, you can't actually find it.
Oh, is it on FaceTime? He had him full screen, and he had the Jase PJ thumbnail like so small that you can't even see it. I said, mate, I reckon you could probably 50-50 it. I think it would look a little better.
Oh, this is amazing. So, okay, what are those dates you want to take annual leave? Let me just write this down. June, So
June, the week of June 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's
Be
crazy?
back on the
June
29th.
22nd. Yeah, great. This is great.
Actually, I know where this is going, and Georgie boy's already copped it from me about this because we were planning. We haven't spoken to Jess. We were planning a whole WA road trip for early July, which that was going to be the first meeting, and then because of all the WA stuff at the moment, it's going to be a long time before Gronks like us can come into the state. But yeah, Georgie boy.
2 states as well.
What was that
there?
TJ? Oh yeah, that's true.
Melbourne, and then Adelaide,
Victoria,
South Australia, and then through to
And Georgie boy, what's the interesting?
No, nothing's locked in yet. But because we were going to do that early July, I was going to also have that week off.
JJ. JJ?
Yeah.
Do we need to put the call out?
To be honest, I actually think it's going to go back to its root. It's going to be what the show was meant to be. Tommy and Josh, 50-50 on the screen. Just good banter, no bullshit.
Who's uploading it?
Who's uploading? Well, not Harry, because he can't fucking work out where the USB cable is.
Maybe we should just go old school, you and I, for the week, JJ. Just out and about,
that could be fun,
we did this. We did hundreds by ourselves. Hundreds.
No, but I reckon those dates could change because, like, I actually...
You're a team player? Is that why? Because you're a team player? Yeah.
Well, now that Grace is coming, we don't, so we got that week free, potentially.
What's the point in going to Perth?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just looking up flights the other day just to suss it because I know that there's still restrictions and stuff. From Melbourne to Ballina, return... $1,300, and it's going to take like 35 hours or something.
What's Ballina? Where's Ballina?
Ballina is like just the small airport because you can't fly into the Gold Coast because of the borders.
And so this is all the hipsters or whatever, like the sort of. Do you think there's a little bit of that? Like, because Byron, I feel like, has gotten a bit sort of flashy. Do you think there's a bunch of people who are going to their holiday houses? Is that why it's so expensive?
But I think also just because there's no Virgin, like it has to be Qantas. You can't go into the Gold Coast, so you got to stop off in Sydney like overnight. It's just ridiculous.
Absolutely not. You'd be better off flying to Sydney than driving to Byron.
Exactly.
It's a long drive, but that's annoying.
And so, what are you going to do?
So, are you actually going to do it?
Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, Georgie boy.
Are you
going?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we might have to just go another like a week later. Hannah just texted me because she's listening. She said, but both the young boys will be on leave. Ha ha ha. Do they know? Okay, so she must be a bit delayed.
Josh, this is, mate, joke's on us, JJ.
She also said great news about Gracie, baby.
Yeah. But can you believe the little fuck wants time off? No. So, what else is I going to do? So what are you going to do for a whole week? What are you going to do for a whole week?
Well, I mean, we want to go on a road trip, so find an Airbnb and then just chill out.
Yeah. Whose car?
Well, so we're gonna have to hire one.
Okay.
Who's driving?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Grace is gonna have to drive.
So you're gonna. So, I mean, yeah. There's a few things. Under 25. She's under 25, so you'll have to pay a under 25 excess, which is sort of annoying. Have you thought what about all the admin? Like, what sort of the talk us through? Like, what you've spoken about so far. What's the arrangement going to be?
It's completely booked, Josh. He's just
in terms of the no. We have
feed.
So what's the deal? Are you going 50-50 on all the comm, or what's it, like if she's doing the driving, you're going to get the car,
Well, I mean, we've got to all work it out, but it's a half-baked idea, you know.
But has she booked her flights?
She's booked her flights.
Well, it's not really a half-baked idea. Then, as if she's got her flights.
No. The road. It's happening. The road trip is gonna, like, the week off is gonna happen, but we just haven't scheduled. Like, we haven't booked in anything. Nothing's locked in.
Okay.
And so we still need to, you know, find a place and work out all the other admin.
Will you at least how do you feel about, like, on the Wednesday just calling in? Just on the phone, just so we can get a bit of an update. You don't have to bring your camera, or you don't have to use your mic and headphones.
Sure? I can. You can send me a VMix.
yeah, we could. We can set you up with a complete.
No, I think you guys do
full
it for
off
the
the grid.
Mate, on the weekend we see you. We see you. I want to at least see you that weekend and meet Grace in person. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
On the following weekend.
Grace said
just the Monday, like the Friday after, or the Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, Grace mentioned we could leave Melbourne after the Monday show.
Well, okay. I was thinking, like, there is something cool about you having a whole week together before we meet. Like, the whole team meets. I feel like if the whole team, if we meet straight away, we're going to, I think we're going to ruin your vibe. I think that,
Josh, this is the most mature thing you've ever fucking said in your life.
Well, I think it's
right now.
But I think that there is something like, I think, like, have the week or whatever, and then it's like, like, you're introducing. Maybe that sounds like a little bit pathetic, but, like, no, you're introducing us to Grace as your girlfriend. We don't have to have any sort of, like, ceremony or anything.
Okay,
but it will be vlogged if it falls on a day of making a video.
We could do it as like a weekend banter. It'd be fun to do a weekend banter on, like, a Sunday or something, where we come into the studio on the Sunday and we have you lovebirds together with next to each other. I think that would be sweet. We could get a nice two-shot.
Do you know what the people did love? The people loved the episode with Grace, Bree, Amy. I think
people didn't have us in it.
Yeah, so let's all take the week.
Didn't have us in it, but I mean, we could get everyone together. That'd be nice.
How many people? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we'll just have to watch numbers. There's something cool we can definitely do.
Because the space,
because it's still 5. Is that? I think, like, within this studio, it's all square meters.
We've got 80 square meters.
Are we counting the kitchenette?
I mean, I think this is the hard part of the COVID stuff. Is if you were really doing it to the room space, businesses wouldn't be able to operate. I think it's like, what's the square meterage of our? We're not going to have 20 people in one room anyway. We don't want that. It's too much people, too many smelly people. So I think we're right. We'll be fine. 5, 6, 7 people in our studio, one floor, upstairs. Great.
What are you most excited about, Sebs? Like, what's on your mind?
Just being able to hang out, like, being able to, like, have a cuddle, or just, go on walks or go down to the beach, all that sort of normal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Normal stuff. How often do you go to the beach?
Well, I mean, the beach is a bit different, but, like, walks and stuff. And just being together.
Grace lives very close to the beach. Have you sold that Baldwin North is close to the beach?
Nah, she knows it's an hour and a half away, 2 hours
from a quality beach.
Yeah.
So you're going to go to the beach.
You'll be able to do your beach walks if you find a nice Airbnb that is beachside, and you can.
It'll be cold as
do
shit,
your morning walks.
Yeah. What are you looking for in an Airbnb? What's sort of the criteria?
I mean, like I don't know, like semi-modern. Like, you want it to be nice. Maybe a little bit more secluded. Yeah.
Fireplace?
Good location.
If you give
fireplace. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If you give any exclusive to Jase PJ after your first together, just because they're broadcasting through the radio frequency.
Very disappointing.
Bigger reach.
And so, that will be nice. And are you going to have a Pinterest set up, or how do you sort of plan it? Because it's not that far away. It's because I wasn't going to say it.
It's a month.
But I had in my mind when you said, "Hey, can I take annual leave?" I was like, "Look, If he's given me 4 weeks' notice, I'm comfortable. And unfortunately, it's currently the 26th. And you want annual leave from the 22nd. And so I'm making the decision that I'm cool to go against our policies around that to make it work, because I know that you have put in a couple of extra hours here and there. We've also given you a lot. You can't obviously forget that. But
mate, you made it happen.
Yeah, would you? Yeah, absolutely. Would you bring a a maybe no vlogging camera?
A camera? Nah.
No.
You just if you want to take any photos or video. Well, you have your phone. It's all good. I can. Yeah.
You got an iPhone 11. Just get some of that cute little action.
Oh, this is great. Walks. So, out of your family, who are you most nervous for Grace to meet?
I mean, she's already met everyone over FaceTime.
They're all pretty pissed. When they have.
I'm worried about that dog. I'm worried about the dog of yours. What if it could be like? What if Abby? Nothing against you, Grace. What if Abby hates Grace?
Or what if
hates
Grace hit the dog? For sure. If you saw Grace hit the dog in the first week, what would you do?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, would it?
But what if the dog was trying to bite Grace? And she was just defending herself.
No, that's fair. That's all good.
Okay. So you're okay if she hits the dog?
Yeah, if she's being attacked.
Yeah, what a guy.
No loyalty.
She loves that dog. Could you believe the dog could hear this show? just
real cut.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Okay, so if she's being attacked by your dog, she can hit the dog. Any other
hit the dog.
Any other bits and pieces? Did we get that clean? Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Family dinner on the Sunday, or are you going to do your sort of Nando's special? Are you going to take her to Nando's?
Nando's.
That's a good idea.
Drive-in.
No,
just open up drive-in cinemas.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think there are any good movies.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the sensitivity. To be honest, I understand the sensitivity of not relying too heavily on cars, because it's a little bit hard when you're like, babe, I've organised something really nice. Just start the car and I'll take you where we're going.
I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah. Just
I'll send you the Google Maps link.
Yeah, I wrote earlier just on my piece of paper, Josh, useless is what you call that. Useless. George, I just need a quick update. It's a day out from your Hump Day Replay. Yeah. How are you? Are you pumped? Are you not pumped?
Look, I think this episode's been a good one, so I'm happy about that, because I was pretty low on good content. So
what does that say about us?
I'm actually so got quite a lot to do, to be honest. I've basically only done like one tiny little section, so that's all good. Yeah, feeling good, feeling great about it.
Do you need us all to leave the office?
Yes.
Yes.
Nah, it's fine.
Would you mind on Friday? My video that I want to make is about you building out your voiceover booth in the basement. Can we do that?
Definitely. That'd be so good.
Okay, good.
I don't know how to wire shit, but I can like put padding and stuff on the walls.
Okay.
Are we wiring it?
Sounds.
Oh my god.
We probably need cables, don't we, Josh?
This is.
Are we just gonna? Oh my god. We're gonna have to run it under the door into a PowerPoint in the garage.
Yeah,
there's a lot. We need to work out how the fuck we're lighting the studio. To be honest, like I don't give a fuck about George's phone booth or whatever the fuck it is.
Phone.
You know what happened? You can literally do voiceover anywhere.
Yeah.
Look at how much we've been stressing about different things, and you want to build your own booth.
Yeah.
And you talk about me being arrogant.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of arrogance being flown around. Anyway.
By the way, my office keys, they've been found. They've located them up in the warehouse, and they're on the way back to me. How exciting.
That is great. That is great. Any out-of-pocket expense? Because there sure should be.
Nope.
Geez, Bellroy are very good, aren't they?
Yeah, very.
They've given you, 3 different bags? And sent
bags
your key back?
And sent my keys back, yeah.
Did they say, were they like, wow, that's outrageous? What did they say?
Nah, he just sent a little smiley face at the end of the message saying that they're on their way back now. Which is lovely.
Wow.
No
My
attitude.
T2 has
He did
arrived
say-
at home. That's the other annoying thing, being at the office. Fucking getting sent stuff
Yeah.
at home, and now I have to wait until I get home before I have tea.
Can I? This is a purchase I did not make, but Amy did, so I'll own it. T2 have this like metal stick that you put tea into, and you put it into your tea, and you just
Infuse
stir
it
it
or
around.
Yeah.
Oh my god, game changer! And there's this tea called Melbourne tea, and it's like, it's so nice, vanilla-y, yum. Oh, JJ, you need to get one of these tea things. Very easy.
Yeah.
Very
No, I've got
simple.
one. But the
You got one?
yeah, I got one a while. It's just like a mesh ball or whatever. But it's got like a little thing.
No. Hang on, I'm going to go get it. Hang on,
Okay,
hang on.
this is exciting. For a guy that didn't buy it, he's very excited.
I know.
Yeah.
Oof,
What do you want to talk about?
My blinds are being replaced as well. The guys coming today.
Oh, that's good.
Great.
Just in time.
How good's that?
Black that
There you
room
go.
out.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Check
this
that
is
out.
different. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
This is so good.
It looks medical.
Like it's.
And
oh
so
my
you,
God, it does.
so
it
for
does.
the
And so
podcast
all little
listeners,
dots.
how would you describe it? It's like a
Picture like a king size lipstick. That's
oh
made
yeah,
of,
that's good.
metal.
like aluminium or metal, and it has all little dots in it, so that the tea can sort of be infused into the water, and you just lift it up like that. Almost looks like a little
great.
shovel, where you shovel in the tea, put it into the lipstick-looking compartment, and then
It looks
just
actually looks like
something
some
you'd,
sort of paraphernalia, like drugs. Like you could imagine there being some sort of
yeah,
like you would use
Definitely,
that.
yeah,
It's
true.
like a vape.
Does it get
or
hot?
a
something.
dental or a dental product, like I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, T2. This is real good, Amy. Amazing purchase.
What's the brand?
T2? Yeah, T2,
It
mate.
says T2 on it.
Yeah, little back.
Oh,
side,
yeah.
T2.
Interesting. Okay.
So that with Melbourne tea, real
Perfect. All right, that sounds good.
good.
10 seconds of admin. Have you got Instagram? Oh, perfect. Go and give us a follow and then share on Insta stories that you're listening. It will help. Thanks. Great.
Love it.
All right. Bye,
Well
everyone.
done. JJ needs a nap.
Yeah.
This is a little bit much.
Yeah.
JJ gotta go for a long walk.
3 dislikes. You know it's been a good show. Bye, everyone.